At vibrafinance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at vibrafinance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. vibrafinance, we are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. And what a day. Looking at these candles here, it don't get better than this. For all the fudders out there, for all the non-believers, all those poopy bears, what do you have to say about this past week? And more, I'd say even the last couple weeks. Starting October 16th, the day exactly that we said something was going to break to the upside. And sure enough, it did. We got the fake news for the ETF, our hex pump, and now the whole market's catching up. And I was watching some of the stuff from Solana's conference over in Amsterdam. And man, Solana is never going anywhere. I still watch influencers out there that cannot understand that Solana broke 8 times. It literally stopped working 8 times. It's like, oh my God. You clearly haven't done any research. They are literally redesigning the entire blockchain pretty much. It's going to be fast as hell. And if you look who was in attendance at that conference, good or bad, if you like it or not, it was major players, Visa, MasterCard, and the big boys in the industry. And it just pisses me off when influencers, people just talk shit about these coins without really looking them up and doing research and just saying stuff from the surface. And it affects the people that watch their streams that don't really have time. I love Sami, but I know there's people out there that were looking at blue chips or coins outside the Richard Heart ecosystem, and they probably only bought Chainlink, and they thought Solana sucked because it's Solana. Well, I've been saying all along since the FTX debacle that Solana was going to be here to stay. Don't listen to any of the FUD. As sure enough, it's been one of the best performing coins, and it just feels good to be right about that. And when I had confidence in it, when everyone else was laughing at me, telling me how stupid I was, ha, ha, ha. It's a shit chain. Everyone's leaving. Developers are leaving. Well, look at it now. It's going to be number 3 in the near future. I got my bags packed. I got a big bag at under $10. And, whoo, man, it feels good. I know we were up at over $45 today. 40. It's on ITRUSTCAPITAL. We were over $46. I don't know how we were only at 44 here. So that's almost a 5x from this time last year. I don't know very many coins that have done that well. Yeah, obviously it's not there because we got to wait another 2 days before we're down to that $9 range. But yeah, guys, I mean, Casper obviously the biggest winner. But Render, I wish I held on to that. I sold it at like $1.80, but whatever. I had Injective staked and Near Protocol and Kava all staked on Atomic Wallet. And I kind of regret getting out of Injective, and I'm definitely going to buy back some Near in the next couple days and just restake it. I sold it and put it into Pulsechain at one of the dips, so I'm not worried about that. But I just want to have a bag for the future. I really do think Near is going to be one of the long-term winners, along with my ISO coins that I've been talking about constantly. I mean, Algorand at under 10 cents. I mean, holy shit, what a steal that was. Yeah, I was looking on ITRUSTCAPITAL. My average purchase price of Algorand is 44 cents. So at under 10 cents, I bought double my bag that I had previously in the last bull run. So that's how confident I am in Algorand. Somewhere in Hexico. Hello. Yeah, somewhere in Hexico. We got these amazing Truth Bomb chapsticks that Lindsay made. They got the QR codes, so anyone you're with can just scan them and go to pulsechain.com. So it's great to, get out and show off that swag in front of people when you're out in public. We do it all the time. I'm always trying to wear a Hex shirt or a Pulse Chain hat or the shoes that I got, or give out stickers or business cards. That stuff works. It goes a long way. And when people see that passion you got, it's contagious. That's the one thing that I've really noticed in the last year. Just talking to random people all over the country about crypto, just complete strangers. I'd start off conversations and they'd be completely against crypto. And then after 15 minutes of talking to them, they all just completely changed. And I don't know if it's me getting better at pitching it to people and like not getting as excited and freaking out, or just being more logical and understanding like the pitches that you can't fight back against. Like, what's going to inflate more, the dollar or any of these cryptos that have finite supplies? So it's hard to argue that when we went from $4 trillion to $20 trillion in circulation since 2020, your dollar just lost 80%. And these cryptos that lost 80%, you'll get that back very quick because the bull market has started. It's been here. It just hasn't felt like it. Look at this last month. I mean, gains across the board. And that's how crypto is. People are complaining and bitching, and we are slowly moving up into the right, and that's normal. These parabolic pumps, they aren't healthy. So, yeah, Soylana doing great. Yeah, bro, it is doing great. It's not going anywhere. And I feel bad for all the people that watch these influencers in the community, and they don't go out and look at, obviously when BitBoy's shilling it or the mainstream other guys. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. But I was telling people to buy it a year ago, and I hope that you got a bag of it, bro, because you're crushing it if you did. Yes, this is amazing. This was one of the most exciting things that for Hex, one of the most bullish things, them doing this, because new people are going to look and say, what the hell is that? Why are there two hexes on here? And they're going to go and say, wait, they're different logos, but they're the same. And then they will have to go look. Then they'll find Pulse Chain. And it's just a great way of piquing curiosity. It's like certain billboards or certain things you see in life. You see it enough times, you're like, all right, I got to see what that is. You got to Google it. You got to look it up. And that's what this is going to do to new people. So I love it. And all the mainstream influencers use crypto bubbles now, almost all of them. So they're all going to see the two hexes on there. So let's check out our babies here. Combined hex value, 2.6 cents. Ink at $1.20. Man, that stung. I bought like 60 of them at $1.60 or $1.70. And I dumped them all at $1.10 like 3 weeks ago. And I put them all into PTGC. And man, that was a great move doing that. That was a great move. And it's interesting now that PulseX is actually outperforming Pulse Chain. Who would have thought? But that's how this cycle is going to go in the ecosystem. I really think there's going to be like a month where PulseX takes the lead and rips. And then another week or two where PHEX will rip, or Hex will rip, and then eHEX will rip, and then Pulse Chain will rip. And it's going to all be at separate times. So I'm prepared for taking a lot of profits in little increments. If Pulse Chain pumps up, sell a little bit. If it dips back down, buy back. If not, whatever. So I think our profit strategies are going to have to change a little bit this cycle. It's not just going to be, everything just goes up at once. All 4 coins are pumping. We all know when to get out. I mean, the top of the bull run could come around and, Pulsechain might only be up 22x and PulseX is up 56x and eHEX is at $1.10, but Hex on Pulsechain is at 50 cents. And people just cannot justify that the bull market could be over because everything's not making new all-time highs. So that's the one thing that I'm going to be looking out for to kind of be a curveball. So just be ready. I would say it's more about timing this cycle than a certain amount of X's or a certain price to a penny. Get that out of your head. And it's all about timing and market sentiment. So I'm going to be probably looking to start really scaling out around March of 2025, if not earlier. Unless there's clear signs that this is like a super cycle and we're going to go well into 2025, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. What up, John May? Yo, mommy, Onyx DeFi protocol got hacked. Well, add them onto the list. Onyx, Oasis, Jump, Valdez, BTW. What's up, bro? Good to see you. The dollar menu disappeared to inflation. That's funny. Godfather J6, what up? Sami's been priming people to shift their positions to heavy up on PLSX and Pulse. Might be back at sack date soon for Pulsechain. I hope so, bro. I really hope so. It sucks being down this much. With all the hype and all the expectations that we had of how great this was going to do. And it was a flop. The launch, I would say. It really didn't go well. But you know what? That shook out a lot of people. The price tanked. And for us, that stayed and kept adding to our bags and doubled them up, tripled them up. We're going to be the ones that had the last laugh. It's all going to work out for us in the end. I really think that. Look at the PRC 20s today. 2025 going to be a great year. Well, honestly, I think 2024 is going to be better. I really do. I think there's going to be more gains in 2024. And then people are going to be expecting 2025 to be just insane. And it's going to be a letdown. That's what I think is going to happen. So I'm going to be ready to scale out early. But that obviously could change at any point. So, yeah, I don't see really any PRC 20s that are down right now. Looking across the board. Why can't I zoom in on this? There we go. Quant up to almost 50 cents. Hedron up 13%. Pulse X crossed over 2,000. Look at that. Pulsechain 66. So we got another 35% pretty much to go to break even. Wrap Bitcoin 113. Texan. Hell yeah. Shout out Rags. Almost back to 5,000. Ooh, Aave dumped a little bit. I actually bought some more Aave at like 6 cents a little while ago. It was down in here. Yeah, somewhere down there. I think Aave will do really well. PDI holding steady. TSFI almost at $3, 280. Alluvium. Alluvium's weird. I don't know why Alluvium, when everything else is tanking, Alluvium doesn't move. I don't think there's any pairs with Alluvium, PDI, Alluvium Atropa, or any of those because Hart's Law doesn't apply to that coin. Rocket Pool's up 12%. Beetroot. Look at that. Shout out Chaos Chris. Told me to buy a bag of this a while ago. And I wish I bought more. I only bought like $50 worth. And I probably meant to get more, forgot about it. And sure enough, the day it pretty much, the God candle comes in, you want to have your bags packed. The prime example right there of my ass being lazy. Beetroot. I was like, all right, yeah, Beetroot. It's the privacy bridge over there. All right, cool. The coin hasn't done shit. I got it in August. I think around here when I found PDI and whatever. So I might have been down a little bit, and I just was like, whatever. No rush to add on. And then boom, all of a sudden, now you're left behind. So now if I buy, I'm getting half the coins. So it really sucks when that happens. But at least I had a bag, so it's not the worst case scenario. What up, Camo Joe? Good to see you, my man. Teddy Bear up 20%. I hope this comes back. I got a decent bag of Teddy. That's what I'm saying. It's $100. I mean, it was worth a lot more up at the top, but yeah, that took a nice poop. Let's see. A1A, 18 cents. I'm crushing it on my A1A and PTGC liquidity pool. I was the first one to set that up. And I did it early when TGC was at like 15 or 1600 when I first bought. So it's up almost 10x to A1A going sideways. So I started it with like 72 million PTGC and 100 A1A maybe. And now I'm over 500 A1A and at like 60 something million PTGC. So I'm just stacking A1A. So I'm starting to understand how the liquidity works. And if you have a bag that's up, or say, there's a coin that has done really well and you want to add to it without buying it, and you have a coin that you think is going to do real well, or you expect to pump 5x, say RFX we expect to do real well. So I would take like RFX and pair it up with like maybe a Tropa or PDI. And then if it outperforms it, you'll stack up on the other coin. Or maybe like, no, I wouldn't do PRS. So I'm just trying to learn. So the A1A and TGC has been phenomenal for me. But I think if I did the pool a week later before it had that initial decent pump, it wouldn't have made as much. But I think it's all about just getting the liquidity pools created, doing them, and just whatever, put $20 in a pool and just let it go for a year with something that has a lot of volume, like RFX and PDI or TGC and a Tropa, Teddy Bear and PRS, those type pools. And in like, a year or so, man, it could be crazy where they're at. But yeah, TGC, look at that. 5 zeros. Oh, it's too zoomed in. And we're just climbing. I mean, this is purely just the buy and burn right here. I mean, that's really no retail FOMO, I don't think. There's nothing parabolic. And that's what excites me the most. We haven't seen that FOMO yet kick in. SSH, let's go. Look at this pump. Super stake hex. I think all mine's in liquidity. But you just never know. It's why you want to have your bags packed, guys. It's so important because when they start to take off, now that we're in the bull market, you're going to get left behind or you're going to be happy as hell. The Titan X. All right. Titan X is bouncing now, making higher lows. I like it. I mean, this is a long game. I'm not expecting anything for 280 days. And we'll see how it goes. The first payout comes out in like 3 or 4 days. And we'll see how much money we got coming back. Even if it's 20% of your initial investment, it's all good. What's your opinion on the outlook of the FOMC meeting? You think we'll hold rates steady till Q2 or 3 next year? Hell no. I do not, bro. I don't think it's possible. I think if they do that, they will literally crash. Every bank will be freaking under. I mean, they're already running at insolvencies. Bank of America, I think, posted $131 billion loss in Q3. If they keep the rates the same or even try to raise them, it's over. So if they do raise them, that shows me that they are purposely crashing the banking system to usher in the new digital quantum financial system. So it'll be really interesting to see. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be in a couple of years. They seem to be delaying everything with the ISO, FedNow, SWIFT. Everything keeps getting delayed. The stuff takes time. So I don't think they're going to raise anymore. I think they're going to keep it. They're going to stick to 3% next year. And I think we won't get another hike. But if we do, then we will know they are purposely crashing the economy because there will be a massive, massive it'll trigger massive bank failures across the country. All the medium-sized banks, your regional banks, your local banks, it will really stress them and collapse a ton of them. But I think that's the plan, is a mass consolidation. So it'll be really interesting to see. You know, my gut tells me there's no way in hell they could do it. But at the end of the day, they're here to take our money. The Fed is not working with us, you know, and they're hitting at future hikes. So if they do that, bro, it'll be so bad. Higher, longer. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think it's they're threatening it now, but it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So, guys, PTGC. If you didn't see last night with Coach X, it was an awesome stream about TGC. It's 100% going to the firmament, the Gray's currency. We got staking. We got the DAO voting now in here, you know, for all stakers. And then if you're staked, it qualifies you for the airdrop. And the stuff that we found last night, I mean, this is just unbelievable. This Cateechee Golf, I don't even know what you want to call it, paradise. I mean, I would look at the background around here. Like, this is in the country. I mean, look around here. It's just green, beautiful. $2.8 million for 500 acres, a golf course, all the amenities in here, pickleball, and then you have the ability, I think, to build like 25 houses on here. So could you imagine if 20 people threw in $90,000? Or no, it would be 30 people threw in $90,000. We could pretty much get this thing. We could all move down there and literally have like a paradise to ourselves. And this thing, we can like rename the freaking golf course Hexico. And there we go. Like $2.8 million. It sounds like a lot, but man, it really is not. You know, especially when the bull run comes. Like, if somehow we can figure out how to do this. I know Coach X was telling me about an NFT project that built a golf course in Europe. So I don't think we could do it with the Grays, but guys, this just makes me think and like opens up the doors to the potential for what's possible if we all come together. I mean, it really is not that much money. Like right now, you throw a couple $100 in like a Pulse and, you know, a Mega or RFX or PRS or TGC, whatever pool, and that thing does really well. You know, Teddy, if Teddy does 100x from here, guys, I think it's so doable. And then we all move here. We all build our own houses, all 30 founders or 30 people that got in, or whatever we do, 20. We all have our own houses on here. We build our own houses. We all live together. And oh my God, it Hexico right there. Like that, this is the future, guys. And so this is what I'm all about. We're going to be hosting a Spaces tomorrow night. Or no, Friday night. I keep thinking today's Thursday. Friday night, we're going to be hosting a Spaces on Twitter. And oh my God, guys. It's in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains and Hartwell Lake. So that's that lake, I guess, that was you can boat around. And it's near Charlotte. It's near Greenville, where Clemson is. We're so close to the Masters, Atlanta. And then I got my family's got some property down in St. Augustine. So that's only like a 6-hour drive too. So like this is where I want to move eventually, probably move to somewhere down here in the Blue Ridge Mountains, like Tennessee, North Carolina, somewhere up here, Kentucky. It's so beautiful. But oh my God, guys, like, could you imagine that? Like, this is doable. I mean, the lodging here, outdoor life, golf, pickleball, yoga, dining, entertainment. Oh, they have the app right there. We could turn it into the Hex app. Membership. Yeah, it's a private golf, full golf membership. I don't know how much it is, but I'm guessing probably like 10 grand a year, but whatever. We could change that. We could keep it this way, or we could keep it going. And how these private clubs work is you just get rid of all the members, we take over all the staff, everything one stays, and then at the end of the year, you just whack up all the fees divided by everybody. But that's that's once you're on a different level. We definitely probably want to have members and run it as an actual golf course. But plus I went to college and played golf. I grew up at a country club. I know how they work. I was good friends with the GM at our country club. So I'm familiar with it all. And this is something that I would 100% be all in on. It's been a dream of mine forever. And as long as I'm on point with my picks, with the coins that we're buying, with Solana crushing it, Hedera, some of these altcoins. We got our Karate Combat event coming up tomorrow night or in Friday night. So hopefully all you guys got your money on there so we can make our bets. I moved 1.2 million in. So I'm going to try to win as much as I can and just keep stacking. So guys, PayPal's taking over. You can see here they really are putting a stranglehold on stable coins. They want everything gone but PayPal stable coin, USDT, USDC. That's it. 3 stable coins. And they're now obviously going to the UK, their financial conduct authority. They're going to get everything they want. PayPal they're going to onboard tons of noobs into Europe. This is what we want to see because we have DeFi. We don't need to use this shit. We need it to exist for the average person that doesn't want to take the time. And this is funny how quick I've been saying it for a while, that how fast the headlines can shift from crypto's bad, crypto's negative, there's no interest in it, no one wants it, to now blockchain can fortify children's online safety. It can help save wars or save people at war to get them money when their banks and everything was shut down. We could send them crypto and it saved them. So you could see the good that can come out of these articles and these headlines. And just like that, they can spin out and flood the airwaves with pro crypto articles. So this is in the post C world, parents and advocates are concerned about exposure to inappropriate content, threats, scams, rainbow, sodomy, driving demand for action from lawmakers. Yeah, well, there we go. The blockchain, surprisingly, can be great for age verification, security, and privacy. So there you go. PayPal or blockchain can go from being used for criminals to helping our children out. There you go. And then, guys, Solana's stunning surge, a 62% gain in October in the path ahead. Now, this is just validation for me, saying right away, as soon as the FTX thing happened last year, when it went down under $10 and everyone was saying it was dying, everyone's leaving, it's going to zero. I was probably the only one here saying buy, 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 buy. You're going to regret it in the future. They're going to be here forever. I've done a lot of research on Solana, and let's go right now and check. realtps.net. Go to here anytime you want to see what actual blockchains are winning. And there you go. Who's number one? Hedera. 1,200 transactions a second right now. Number 2, Solana. 452. 3, Stellar. So, you know how much I love Stellar. You know how much I love Hedera. And go figure. In the real world, businesses, enterprises, and actual use, well, there you go. These are the ones that are being used. So for all the geniuses out there that are shilling Polkadot and Optimism and Phantom, I don't know. It's a struggle. I mean, Near, Algorand, Stellar, Solana, Hedera. My favorite on this list right here. and optimism for the NFTs. That's it, because they're so damn profitable. I don't think these people are loyal on Arbitrum and Optimism. They'll leave in a second over there. They don't have the community we have over on Pulsechain. We have the best L2, in my opinion. So, guys, this is freaking exciting. The bull market is here. Everything's green. We just had, I would say, a good meeting from Jerome Bowles. He didn't just piss everyone off. And look at Aave. Holy shit, up 25%. Wow, over $100. Wow. Wow. I wish I had more. I know I bought some more in the bear market. I think I might have like 50 or 60 in my IRA. But God, I wish I got to the 100 mark. It's like I want 100,000 XDC. I got like 20,000. So I got some grinding to do for my blue chips. XDC is going to be, I think XDC is going to outperform XRP in the long run. I think XRP is going to do phenomenal right up until the release of the Ripple IPO. I think they're going to pump up XRP because they need the highest value they can get out of this coin to get the max valuation from the launch. They want to set the records for the IPO. So if they can get this thing to $7 a coin, oh my God. They literally just added everyone. They got everybody a 50x who got into the pre-sale. But I don't know how you launch a stock at like $1,800 a share. So it's going to be really interesting to see. But my plan is as soon as they launch that IPO or it's, XRP pumps up hard, I think that's going to be the local top. And I'm going to sell 75% of my bag in my long-term IRA. And I'm going to keep probably 25,000 coins. And I'm going to put the rest in the HBAR, Stellar, Quant, and Algorand. I think it's a much better play. But, I could be wrong. That's why I'm leaving 25% in case I'm wrong and XRP goes to $589. I still win. So it's just hedging. Just hedging out there. Why isn't ICP on here? They're not reported on real TPS.net. They're fake. The Insane Clown Posse. Well, I didn't know the band. It can execute up to 11,000 per second. But let's see what they're doing right now though. $3,400. All right. There we go. I did not know that. Tom, you like ICP, Thomas? I've just heard so much bad stuff about it. And then I heard, it was all FUD, and a lot of the FTX stuff really brought this down, and this is actually a good project. I just have not had time to look into it. I've never talked shit about it. But yeah, that's interesting. 3,400 transactions a second. And what can it scale to? It's equivalent to 191,000 on ETH. Can this scale too? That's what I thought. Exactly. Same thing with Solana. FTX, that's what I thought too. I just have not done much research into it. And it actually was on my radar, to be honest with you. Where the hell is it? Why the hell can't I find it down here? There we go. $4. Yeah, it would have been nice to scoop it up for under $3 at like any point in that like 8-month period. But yeah, I'm gonna put that on my radar. If it can do that many, if it can scale though, right? Like it's not that's not capped out, right? They can crank that up if they need to, because it looks like they were doing 8K here. all time. So they were up to almost 9,000. Interesting. Well, see, you learn something new every day. Yeah, I thought that was the case, that it got destroyed with FTX. It's good to know. So yeah, guys, there's another potential gem for you. That so this is the stuff that to me that has to be here for it to be a potential long-term winner. I don't want to own anything that I can't give to my grandkids. So Hedera has a 100-year plan. I love it. Like XLM literally just launched 30 videos on their YouTube channel about MoneyGram, about Sorban, about DeFi, about smart contracts. There's so much. It's going to take me hours and hours and hours to watch it, but I'm going to because I just want to see what they're doing. Interview with the CEO of Franklin Templeton, another one about their tokenizing their bonds and funds and putting them on Stellar. So this is the stuff to me that excites me. The real world assets, tokenization of assets, bringing value to stuff that we never thought could have value before. And there's a couple coins that I've dug up in the last couple days. And I mean, there's no one that's watching this, so I don't give a shit. I'll tell you about all of them. So tokenization of assets, it's gonna be huge. My favorite coin in that whole market is Rilio, RIO. It's in the Lobster wallet on Stellar. Another one is Polymath. No, I bought that 2.5, almost 3 years ago. I sold it. I rebought it last week at 19 cents, ran right up to 40. I wonder actually what it's at now. Let's take a peek. Let's see what Polymath is at. 31 cents. All right. So yeah, look at this. I literally bought it and it ripped right up. And I like this. So Polymath, Rilio, and then Polytrade is another one that is going to be a sleeper in my opinion. Founder Sundeep is involved with it from Polygon. $3 million market cap. It's like, dude, the upside to these freaking things, if they just remotely catch on, you can get this on Polygon. On Polygon, so you don't have to pay the ETH gas fees. The ticker is Trade, and then D-Factor is another awesome one, another sleeper in my opinion. FACTR up 9% in the last day, but just kind of going sideways. But tokenization of assets, guys, I really think it's gonna be huge. And then the last one, more of a real estate coin, but Propy. I really think this coin's gonna explode. It's only $27 million market cap, all the supplies circulating, and like this is the site, like the power of Larry Dink and the power of those guys and like the media and the institutions to just start shilling tokenization of dildos and anything. Like it's gonna get nuts. So yeah, there's 5 for you right there. Rilio, Propy, Polytrade, Polymath, and D-Factor. So there's some alpha for you guys. Hopefully you take that and do with it what you will. And that's all I got for tonight. Just a freaking exciting time to be here in crypto. Sign the Pulse petition. If you haven't done it, go do that. Help out Richard. Show the SEC that they're a bunch of scumbags. And let's get Gary out of there. And let's get Hester in charge. Because I think with her in charge, a new regime that's pro-crypto, man, the firmament is literally the limit. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Smash the notification button, hit all. We're never going to get monetized here. So that's the best you can do is just give the best like to views ratio out there. And then I'll be pretty damn happy. So appreciate everyone that was here. And we'll see you tomorrow night with Shane Schuler, Richard's only brother. And then next week we got Pulse Lorian from RFX Monday night. So be exciting. A couple interviews coming up. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another video.